Hello and welcome. Today we're going to do our thought of the day from the Healing Mind and Spirit cards by Brian L. Weiss, and I will put that in the description of the bio. Welcome. I am Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. And we're getting ready to do your daily reading, a gift from me to you today. You know, I could shuffle cards all day like this. Not really, because my hands would get real stiff, but man, it's so relaxing. It's kind of a way to meditate even. Cut the deck and pull your card. Here's our card for the day. I release negative thoughts and emotions from my life. Let's read the back. When you let go of negative thoughts and emotions, you'll discover inner peace, joy, and happiness. Well, that is a oversimplification of a big thing. When you are able to release negative thoughts without replacing them with something unhealthy, then you have pretty much arrived. Well, I'm sure there's always room for growth. But yeah, this is not an easy thing. This is something that you have to practice. You have to practice even more than riding a bike. It takes a lot of practice. Like I said, well, first of all, you need to feel those emotions and feelings, and that is before you let them out. So that's important to know. Also, you don't want to end up just masking your feelings. But anyway, I'm putting too much into this. Let's talk about releasing our negative thoughts. There are lots of ways to do that. You can pray a rosary. You can do some meditation. This is after you feel those emotions and recognize where they're coming from. Because before you release them, you have to do that. You have to acknowledge them and feel them. So yeah, it's gratitude list is one of the best and easiest ways to practice this. Every time you're feeling, hey, I'm feeling very negative today, or everything that comes out of my mouth is a complaint, or everything that comes out of my mouth is me talking bad about someone else, or everything that comes out of my mouth is just a Debbie Downer. Sorry, Debbie. um, So, yeah, if you start feeling those kinds of thoughts and those kinds of things, and then pick up a pen and a paper, an actual pen, an actual paper, or a laptop, something where you can actually physically write down, or on your laptop. I know that's virtual and not physical, but it's physically a laptop. Write down your feelings, and then write down a gratitude list. I'm feeling this, and I feel this. I feel grateful for. Right? 10 things for every negative thought. Or 3. All right. That's enough of that. There's your little lecture. Most of y'all probably skipped through it, and that's fine. I'm just glad when you hear, oh, did I say? I do really, 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 really love it when you hit the like button. Also, it gives me chills when you hit the subscribe button. I can't believe that my channel is still growing. It's exciting. Of course, it's slowed down because the first hump was all my friends and family, and now I have more friends and family coming because you guys that subscribe to my channel become my friends and family. That's what happens. All right, so now let's go ahead and start turning over your cards. We're going to start. Oh, did I show these up close? I didn't. So I was dreaming about all you guys and donuts last night. So I had really good dreams last night. You got your ice cream here, your strawberry ice cream treat, your frappuccino from the books, and this kitty cat. You know what I think of the kitty cat ice cream? I think of that as a free ice cream cone when I was a kid from DQ, Dairy Queen. Okay, now we're way up close, so how can we pull this in? Here we go. Okay, And now we're going to pull over the first card, the one under the donuts. And if this is your card today, you have the Page of Swords. He's got some mushrooms here in his hand. He's been wild crafting. And while he's been out wildcrafting, he's been having some really cool ideas, some new, fresh ideas for something he's been working on. His mind is feeling very creative today. He's pretty good with his hands, so he might be getting ready to go back and build whatever it was he was thinking of, something to improve the community, maybe. So if you got this card today, be aware of your clear sight today. Today you have a great power of discernment because this is your card. It's like these cards endow gifts upon you almost. But when you put yourself in that mindset, that's how you get there. You're having new thoughts and ideas today, maybe about technology. You're going to have some good fortune. Whatever your idea is might create a stir and some growth in your expertise. He can be somewhat of a daydreamer, but remember that daydreaming is all about creativity and creating new ideas. So don't worry if you find yourself drifting in your thoughts today. That's a sweet card to have, and a very it just really feels like for you today it's going to be, while not necessarily productive, it is productive, but it won't look like you've done a lot of things, but you have done a lot in your head and will move forward with that, and that's very exciting. So under the strawberry ice cream cone, I don't know, do some people eat cherry ice cream maybe? Your card is the Nine of Swords. You may have gotten this card yesterday. I did. I remember. Okay, some of you got this card yesterday, and I remember patting on it and saying, I hope this doesn't last more than a day. Well, if this is the second time you've gotten this card in 2 days, then it is lasting more than a day, and I'm sorry for that. Because this is a very vulnerable place to be. It's not a nice place to be. Your hands are covering your eyes and you can't see. We talked about PTSD, we talked about therapy, we talked about being caught in a dark web. But today I want to talk about something different with this card, though, because you've got to find your way out of this situation. And it is a situation of the mind, okay? So while there are external things going on to create this feeling of entrapment that you have, a lot of what's going on is that you're scared to look at the way things are. And once you open your eyes and look at what's really going on, then you can sort out how to get untangled from this. So why aren't you looking at it? That's what you need to ask yourself today. I want you to, did I talk about contacting your spirit guide yesterday? You need some help with this. That's what I get every time I see this card. It could be inner help from your spirit guides. It could be going to see a therapist, or even, yeah. It's just, there's a lot going on with you today, and I would really like to know that you have reached out to someone. If it's me that you reach out to, sorry, it does sometimes take 24 hours for me to get back with you. I try to get through things faster, but it doesn't always happen that way. So if for some reason I'm not available, I would really appreciate it if you did reach out to other people as well, especially if you got the Nine of Swords today, because that is a very difficult card. Letting go of negative emotions is going to be very difficult for you because you're right stuck in them right now. So I don't have a lot of positive things to say about this card, except I do have a lot of positive things to say about you. You can do this. How do I know? Because this is not a, well, how do I know that? I know that because you have support and you're going to reach out and you're listening. You have supported me just in doing this reading today, and I know you have the ability to reach out and get out of this somehow. It could be a lot less scary than what I'm describing because this is the second time I've seen this card in 2 days, and so I'm kind of harping on it. So don't get too upset if it's like, oh no, wait, I don't feel like this. You take what you need and you leave the rest. If you don't feel like this isn't your card today. If you do feel like this, don't be afraid. You're gonna make it through this. And now we're gonna turn over the Starbucks coffee card and see what we have here. Ten of Swords. Well, this looks pretty awful too. And I don't know if you've noticed yet, but we've had swords all day today. So this card can depict a lot of different things. As you see, there he is. Guess what? He's not dead. However, this can talk about health issues. Specifically, well, any health issue, but it could be surgery. It could even be back pain. This might be my card today because I threw my back out yesterday. Um, it could also be, well, I think of acupuncture when I see this card. Uh, so that's an alternative uh, way to get healing from pain is acupuncture. It's something to consider. Um, this can also signify emotions, a lot of pain, a betrayal, an ending, a painful ending, an end of a loss. It could mean a breakup. So, again, coupled with this card, the release negative thoughts and emotions from my life, this Ten of Swords, you're going to have to feel this before you release it. And it's, it's not easy because I mean, even if you're the one that initiated the breakup, it's still difficult. It's still a big thing. So, whatever it is that you're going through today, I really hope that you can, you know, feel those feelings, feel them, acknowledge them, name them. And I think that's what a lot is going on here is naming those feelings so that you can release them. We're going to move on to the last but not least card, and since I did draw them earlier, I already know it's another swords card. It's the Knight of Swords. You're in a position to get things done today. You're determined. You're willing to be forceful to move forward. You've made a decision, so you're unwavering in that decision. Once you think about things and take action, you have the ability to make effective change. So oftentimes when I talk about the knights, I talk about serving. But in this case, I don't see that as much. In this case, what I see you doing is coming into work today and saying, okay, this is how it's going to go. We're going to finish this project and this is how we're going to do it. Or maybe you have an art project that you're working on and you're like, okay, I know how I'm going to finish this now. I feel it now. I got it. Basically, you're an equalizer and you have abilities today, special abilities to make changes because you're focused and you've decided which way you want to go. And how does this pertain to releasing negative thoughts? When you are the Knight of Swords, negative thoughts can just be lopped off like a pat of butter with a hot knife. Um, Suddenly you become, with the Knight of Swords, you become very strong. And you're like, I don't need no stinking badges. Or I don't need no stinking negative thoughts and emotions. I'm busy, too busy for that. Uh, Maybe. I'm not worried so much about you today as the Knight of Swords. Everybody else, all your friends here, all your swords here, you're going to need to help them out. Um, these two in the middle are just really caught up in a lot of emotion and feelings right now. And really, even maybe if not struggling, but really, it's really intense. So, for most of you today, it looks like it's going to be a fairly intense day. I hope that it's something that you can also look forward to. I know these ones are hard to look forward to, but what we're looking forward to is being able to release those negative thoughts and emotions. Um, we do have to go through this hardship. We do have to. Um, but tomorrow's another day, and I hope I see you then. I'm looking forward to it. You guys, again, thank you for coming. I really, really, really appreciate you guys so much. And here's a screen kiss. Mwah!